Well, Luke, is it a good thing or bad thing that we're here?
I don't know.
Do you know where you're at?
The dealership?
The dealership. What are we doing?
Sitting at the Ram dealership about to buy a Ram 5500 truck. So I just wanted to this Friday, do you need anything from me right this second?
All right. Here she is, boys and girls. The beast. Ram 5500. And we
don't know if we're gonna get it.
We are trying to make up our mind and seal the deal on this baby. We've got a few little speed bumps standing in our way. One of which is that since we left Tennessee, we haven't done this yet. We've been meaning to, which was to change banks. Our bank is mostly on the East Coast right now, and we're having trouble paying for this right now because we can't do a wire transfer because we're not in person at a local branch to do this, and our bank won't allow wire transfers over the phone unless you're a small business owner. So what we're down to right now is a personal check, which means it'll probably take about a week for that to clear. And we're in Boise right now, and we're supposed to be in Yellowstone next week. So we're just trying to figure out logistics if we can work our way back down here and just make it work. What do you boys think we should do?
All right, it's done.
It's real. Well, we done did it. Big Red, meet Macho. We are leaving the Ram dealership here in Boise. Peterson Ram Auto Group. We worked with Evan, who is the manager of their fleet sales, was great to work with. If anybody is in the area looking for ProMaster vans, they actually are starting to kind of cater to those who want to do their own build out. So he's the man to talk to. You can see it's just the chassis because we have big plans for what's going on the back of this sucker. We've got to go down south to Salt Lake City to meet with another gentleman who's going to help us out and get this build in the process. So stay tuned. We've got a lot coming at you.
It is 36.
Right, so it has to be below that.
Okay, so that's
Your bumper has to be below that. We're not even close, unfortunately, to the same chassis that you have. That is more of a little...
Turn left, then turn left.
Turn left, then turn left. That's funny.
Alright, today is a big day. We are dropping Macho off to get his hind end put on the box, the big box, baby. We're at the Morgan factory in Southwest Arizona, and this is where Macho is going to sit for, they said the turnaround time is around 7 to 8 weeks, so hopefully it'll be done before the end of the year. We have a trip planned to go to Cabo San Lucas for Christmas and New Year's, and we're not quite sure if this will be done by the time that we get back or not. We hope it is. We don't know quite yet if we are going to drive in Big Red down Baja to Cabo or if we are going to purchase tickets and fly down there. Obviously, we can't keep both vehicles. So to answer anybody's questions, yes, Big Red, unfortunately, we're going to have to let go of her and put her up for sale. So there's a lot of logistics that we have to figure out how we're going to work all of this. So Kurt's going to go drop the truck off wherever they want him to. Bye, Macho. I love you. Aww. There he goes. All right, so yeah, that's kind of the deal. This is exciting to see this kind of unfold. This is just the beginning steps, and there's a lot that needs to get done. So bear with us, folks. We got a lot of planning to do.
Our safety demonstration, the federal mask mandate remains in place for air travel under the recently CDC guidance for vaccination. While eating or drinking, please keep your mask on if you want to sleep with this.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. You can see everything.
Alright, so it is January 25th, 2022. It's a new year, and we are finally on our way to pick up the box truck. We dropped her off back in November. I don't remember exactly when, but it was before Thanksgiving. We were told that they would be done by the end of the year. Well, that came and went. And then we were in Mexico for a little bit, and that came and went. And here we are at the end of January, and we just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And hopefully, finally, today is the day. They told us to be there at 3:30. It is 3:30 on the dot. We just got off the exit. We are in Ehrenberg, Arizona, and it just so happens to be Schoolie Palooza that's going on right now, too. So we've been hanging out right down the road on some BLM/state trust land at the Schoolie Fest. And what better time to hang out and pick up our box truck? So, fingers crossed, all looks well and it's put together good, because we've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Macho, here we come. Well, we're leaving Morgan. And we're both here in the van, which means we don't have the box truck. It's always something. So there's some hold up. The company that we bought the truck box from, they've got a hold on their end, which we don't understand what's going on. We had already touched base with the sales guy a few weeks ago to make sure everything was good. We had all our ducks in a row, the finances were cleared, and there's still a hold on it, so they can't release the truck here at Morgan. But we did get to see it. We touched it. We at least got to go in the box, and it's like a little tease. It's like a little carrot out in front of us. We can almost reach it, we can taste it, we can smell it, we can feel it, but we can't have it. So they're getting on the horn with the guys from the company that we bought it through, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have an answer, but back to the desert we go. We're not leaving this place without Macho. What a hassle. Alright, take number 2. It is the next day. And we got another phone call that said we can come pick the truck up.
But we're in a hurry like usual, so we got to run in and grab it. They close at 3:30, and it's probably 3:30.
It is 3:26, and thankfully we're just a few exits down from where the factory is here.
I'm glad we looked at it yesterday. Just check it out and kind of inspect it too. So
we got to walk in it, we got to touch it, smell it, feel it, do everything but drive it home. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we are going to be leaving the plant in 2 separate vehicles. But I'll believe it when I see it. So wish us good luck.
There it is, boys. On the right side of the fence.
What'd you see?
Macho.
Macho. Did you get a good look at it?
Yeah.
What do you think? You're not excited, are you?
I am excited.
Me too. Hopefully we'll get to drive it home tonight.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it finally happened. I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of the family. Meet Macho. But there's a problem. Of course, there's always something going on. As you can see, Daddy Bear's underneath right now because we noticed on the way back there's a vibration on the highway. And then when Kurt went to go fill the tire up, which he was getting a signal on the dash, one of the rear inside tires on the driver's side was flat, he noticed that the tire was off the bead. And upon further inspection, the entire rim was dented pretty good. Not only that, but we also discovered our front end, our bumper, was dented in 2 different spots, which is really disappointing. Obviously, nobody told us. Somebody had to have known. This truck is brand new. It's been sitting at the Morgan factory for about at least 2, maybe 3 months now. And here we are again. We kind of went through something similar with Big Red when we got the oil change, and they dented both rocker panels and they didn't tell us, and we had to figure it out on our own and then go confront them about it. So right now, Kurt is changing the tire. This is not something that we thought we'd have to do so soon, and we had to go ask around. Luckily, we're at Schoolie Palooza in Ehrenberg, so there's plenty of people willing to pitch in a helping hand. We had to look around for a jack because our jack is also gone inside the truck. So just one headache that we have to add to our list of things to do in order to start this build here. It's been a hassle trying to get the truck back, but we do have it, and we will show you guys on the inside here in just a bit, but we got to get this thing fixed. So we're waiting to hear back from the dealer slash factory, Morgan factory, how they're going to handle the situation. Here we go again.
Alright guys, it seems like every time we get anything worked on, there's always something that pops up. You know, remember the van getting dented underneath from them lifting it? So we get the truck back from Morgan, and they knew this tire was flat. You can almost see where it's flat under here where they tried to beat the rim. What I'm guessing is a forklift hit this. This was on the inside in here, and when they put the box on there, I'm guessing the fork on the forklift hit this thing and bent the rim. Always something, man.
All right, I know you guys have waited long enough. You're dying to see the insides. Come on in, let me give you a tour of our empty box. It's really not much right now, but we're in the early stages of planning. We've already gone through several floor plans. It seems like we went through this with the van too. We had a really good idea on paper what we wanted it to look like, but then once you get in the real thing, of course you start taping it out and you don't really know exactly if things are gonna fit. And we can only go off of kind of the rough estimate of the dimensions that we knew of the box. What we don't know until we have it in front of us is how things are gonna fit in these little nooks and crannies. You know, we've got the garage door spring loaded mechanism up here, and that takes up space. You know, you get the corners and the ribs in here. You don't really know how thick they are until you get in here and whatnot. So I think we've narrowed it down to a pretty good floor plan. I'll show you what I mean here. Let's look. All right, Daddy-O, show us what we got going on here.
All right, so just a quick run through of what's going on. So we got a queen size bed running left to right. So 60 this way, 80 this way. We're gonna have the boys' bed come up above. Right here, we'll have one bed here. We'll have the next bed up here. We kicked the queen out 10 inches. We're gonna put a water tank in here. And then this area is gonna be a utility. So batteries, panel, inverter, DC to DC chargers, all the electronic, mechanical stuff, water filters, probably do our heater down here,
our diesel heater. So we'll have some storage up here, so like our closet style. Same over here. We got our shower toilet area right here. This is going to be the side entrance into the box truck. So over here we're going to have our kitchen area, be very similar to what we have in the van. Of course we're going to have uppers above here. We'll have our partition wall here for the shower bath area. So much height we have here, we're going to utilize every inch that we can. But I really like this layout because, for example, from our seating area to the kitchen, we're going to have about 50 inches, so over 4 feet of just walking around space. So we can have some seating on the bed too if we entertain some people, extra people over. So I think this is going to be a pretty cool setup. A lot more spacious, a lot more room to walk around, and we're going to have a ton of storage. We got a ton of storage in the van. This is even going to have more. Got solar up top. It's going to be a pretty cool setup.
So the first question you might have is, what are we going to do with the rear deck? We are going to keep it. Well, we're going to keep half of it. So you've got the first ramp that comes down. Right now it's currently at an angle. This is like a landscape type box truck, and this is how it comes factory. It's easy to adjust the chains back here and tighten them up so that the deck is actually at a 90-degree angle. And then there's a second ramp that goes down to the ground. We're gonna have to remove that ramp. Initially we thought maybe we could extend our deck somehow and put a leg on the bottom side of it, but I think after kind of crunching the numbers and figuring out how things are going to fit in here, because it has to fold up, we're going to have to scratch that. So we'll keep half of the deck, and that'll be our outdoor patio. Today is day 1, the day we begin our box truck build, our next home for who knows how long. Hopefully this one will last a lot longer than our faithful Big Red here has lasted us. But we're going to start today with actually cutting in the max air fan and installing solar panels. And the main reason for doing so is because we, as you can see, are still in the desert. And this is going to be where we plan to build out this box truck for the foreseeable future until Big Red is out of our hands. So as long as we have the van, that's our home. We are living out of it. We don't have any power source other than our van. So that's why we're trying to get our solar system up and running. We have all of the panels and we have a couple of batteries. We'll go into detail in just a little bit about exactly what we're installing, but we need some power to power this build. So let's get busy. I know Kurt's ready to roll.